being pushed so hard
Yeah.
is because they know what's happening.
Yeah, and that's why I was telling a couple of friends, she had to go to a pediatrician to get an exemption. A cancer patient friend of mine, and she said it's $1,800. I said, put it on my credit card. Go. We've got to stall. This is like in the Nazi Germany. You know, we've won the war. They killed a lot of people, including Dietrich Bonhoeffer. You know, when the war was over, we have won the war. But we have to all stand up and take off the mask and say no more, and just, to go to the stores that let you in. Don't fly the airlines. Fine, go away. I've had a lot of fun driving. I'm pretty good driving. We've had a lot of fun. And so we can get around and we can do things. Go back to our communities, teach our kids this looks like a nice place for a school. And as far as the money that your taxes pay, there was something on Fox News the other day that said you're going to take the money that goes for the schools because they're not educating your kids according to your religious freedom. You need to pay us. So I'll come teach. We got cartoons in the books that kiddies can understand. And we can pay our own communities. So we can, it's $12,000 in California. So 5 kids will keep my daughter-in-law, the kindergarten teacher, paid twice as much as she gets now with a classroom with 30 kids. So we can go back to schools where our kids aren't getting what we're going to hear about in a little while.
Oh yes. I read that book that came out on Amazon, the Fauci, the Bernie made up of science. And I want to understand better your research, and maybe it's in your book, which I'm going to get and read, the Epstein-Barr virus autism connection.
It's one of, we actually, Charles, we've actually talked recently, and it goes back as well to Peter Duesberg and some of the others. We're not disagreeing. There are lots of viruses there.
Right.
It's not just the retrovirus. And one of the things people don't appreciate, retroviruses are about 8, let's just call it 8 kb. Kilobases, 8,000 bases. EBV is hundreds, if not thousands, hundreds of thousands of bases. It's a different kind of DNA virus. It's blueprint. So it tethers to the inside of the cytoplasm. So that retrovirus doesn't have to go integrate into the cell, does it? It can integrate in EBV. And we have evidence there's a super potent EBV that's been shipped around the lab that can transform cells just like that, and it's got a retrovirus integrase. Just like hepatitis B is a pararetrovirus, they call it. It's a whatever the kind of retrovirus or the kind of virus hepatitis is, and then you add retrovirus to it. So it makes it super potent. And that got into humans on contaminated albumin, so that you use in some of these shots. So we know that. So we've created a lot of diseases. So we'll wait for the panel questions because they might answer some of them and go on to the next talk. Thanks so much.